Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Eden Prairie. I'm Ava Chigre.
And I'm Adia Pandey. Welcome back to Eagle News Network.
Adia, isn't the end of the year approaching so fast?
Yes, it's right around the corner.
Well, it's never too early to think ahead. Link Crew leaders are student mentors who help welcome and support our incoming 9th graders here at EPHS. If you think you would be a good fit, the link to apply can be found in the daily bulletin, and applications are due by June 10th.
Speaking of next year, don't forget to buy your parking permits. Students can apply online on My Payments Plus starting on various days this month, depending on their grade. Make sure to apply right away to guarantee your spot.
Over the last couple of years, PSCO has become an increasingly popular option for students at EPHS. We sent out Audie and Dylan to learn more about this unique program.
PSCO, also known as dual enrollment, is an option to take classes through a college for both high school and college credit. We asked 2 high school counselors about their experiences and opinions with the program.
I think I would answer that with obviously free college credit. So our big push with PSCO is that they earn free college credit. The hard part is where you take it at or what programs you get into, but by far the benefit to me is the free college credit.
Students get the actual opportunity to be able to take courses at a higher education.
When you're taking an AP class at the high school, you get more support. You're with your counselors, you're with your teachers, you have after-school support. So you do get supported here a lot more with classes that you're taking here. So are you the best fit in a regular class here, an honors class here, an AP class here, a PSCO program whether it's Normandale or the U of M or HGC, or potentially taking a CIS, College in the Schools, Spanish 5 class, which is dual enrollment. So really finding the best fit for you is really important.
You go on what your gut tells you and not go on, based on what your friends are doing. Right now, I think we've had the highest percentage of students applying for PSCO than we've ever had.
By far.
In the 17 years we've been here, this is our 17th school year, we've never had such a high number of students plan to do PSCO. And we've also had some students fail PSCO. Students who do PSCO need to at least have taken some rigorous courses here at the high school to prepare them to be able to do the college level work.
Kids just take PSCO for art. Some kids just take PSCO for theater classes. Some will just take math because they're very high level math students. So every kid's so individualized. That's why it's so smart to have us in the play here and in the mix of talking to your counselor to say, hey, do you think I'm ready for a PSCO level class?
In order to gain further insight into the student life at PSCO, we asked 2 PSCO students about their experiences.
A lot of autonomy in choosing what courses and what level of education you want to take. So I was definitely able to discover my passions through unique courses that you can take through the U of M, for example. PSCO, there are less opportunities to make more friends because you know people around you less, but it's not like there's no chance of making friends. There's a lot of collaborative environments like discussions and laboratories. There's also PSCO group activities that they organize, so there are opportunities to make friends, but it's not always it doesn't always work for everybody.
A tough challenge was commuting there, especially during rush hour, because all the way from EP to, downtown Minneapolis, and I would sometimes even have to go to the St. Paul campus, which is even farther, and that would be like 45 minutes, sometimes 50, even if the traffic was bad, and it really took time out of my day, and I could be doing more important things like, studying for a test.
So if you're not prepared to work hard, then please stay at the high school and work at the high school too, but don't go and mess up your whole college transcript by doing PSCO because you're not ready.
Reporting for ENN, I'm Adia Pandey.
If you're interested in learning more about the program, you can speak to your counselor to see if it is the right fit for you. The second round of auditions for the Eagle Marching Band is tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. in the band area. Anyone going into grades 8 through 12 are welcome, no experience required.
Last Thursday, this year's WISE Act performed a selection of Oz-related skits such as Defying Gravity from Wicked, You Can't Win from The Wiz, and certain scenes from The Wizard of Oz. They finished the night with a goodbye to the seniors.
Spirit Week for seniors is happening this week. Be prepared with pajamas for Tuesday, anything in the backpack on Wednesday, future plans and college shirts on Thursday, and senior citizen on Friday.
Last Wednesday, our choirs had their last choir concert of the year. Many different voice groups and choirs sang, and here are some highlights of the night. A tribute to the military, a sing-along to Country Roads, chamber choir accompanied by percussionists, a senior song, and choir's closing tradition, Amazing Grace.
Are you struggling to fit in all your classes next year? Make sure to check out the Eden Prairie Summer Store program so you can get ahead on some of your classes and have an easier schedule. EP Online teachers are on hand throughout the summer as well. It costs $200 per credit, but those with educational benefits can enroll for $100. Registration closes May 30th.
Last week, Solana and Luke went out to see what goes into Drama Club's Broadway extravaganza. Let's see what they found.
I'm choreographing to When the Chips Are Down from Hadestown, which is a really dramatic song, and I'm going for kind of a grungy style. The hardest part of making the choreography is just making sure there's variety in the movements within your own dance and also with typical moves from others' dance.
Careful thought and consideration. It was really hard because there were so many good dances, but we all just kind of chatted about what we thought we kind of wanted as a general vision for the show, and watched the videos of all the dances and gave pros and cons and eventually just voted as a group. Similar process of that one was a little more like we kind of narrowed it down and then voted on what we had left. I think we ended up having 9 that we narrowed it down to, but we only had 8 spots or something like that. So Broadway is so much fun. I love it. I've been doing it. This is my second year doing it. It's such a high energy show. There's low commitment, and it's so easy to get involved.
Broadway is different from other shows because of students leading it. So even if you're not leading a dance or something like that, you still feel a lot more involved because you're working with your own peers.
And people who are typically behind the scenes, like myself, get a chance to be on stage in a very low-stakes way. Everyone kind of knows that Broadway is a variety show and it's like that. And that's kind of understood among everyone, so no one really takes it too seriously. There's not as much pressure. So you can just be on stage having fun as long as you're listening. Whereas with actual shows, it's a no-cut show. So you don't actually have to be good at it. You can pass stage Broadway and then you get most people coming in from other activities. We used to have the dance team and the football players who just go to size dance and create their own choreography. So I would recommend doing it to represent a song and work to more. And maybe under sophomore, you'll find it interesting and go theater.
Anyone who wants to do theater or Broadway should definitely do it because there's a lot of fun things within it that's not just, you don't just have to act and you don't just have to sing. You can dance, you can play around with your friends, you can do tech if you want to do theater.
Thanks, Solana and Luke. Broadway Extravaganza performs this Thursday and Friday in the PAC at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there.
After the break, we will see a new installment of Don't Yuck My Yums.
And sports with Dion Lang and Nora Kaler.
Come see Broadway Extravaganza. This completely student-led show is just over 1 hour long and filled with a variety of Broadway and movie musical dances and songs. Broadway Extravaganza is full of energy, excitement, and talent, and it's free of charge. Come see the show this Thursday or Friday.
Doesn't Broadway seem like such a blast, Ava?
For sure, I would love to go. Let's bring everybody.
Last Tuesday, orchestra put on a wonderful performance, including 5 different orchestras. The night started with the Intermezzo Orchestra, then the Philharmonic Orchestra, the Symphonic Orchestra following, and the Concertina Orchestra right before finishing off the night with the Concert Orchestra.
Last week, Sophie and Essie went around the school and asked you guys for your best weird food combinations, and now they're here to review them.
Welcome back to Don't Yuck My Yum.
Yesterday we asked you guys what your weird food combinations were, and now we're here to try it.
Let's get into it.
Okay, what's your Don't Yuck My Yum?
I like to have peach rings with hot sauce.
I don't think it's gonna be that good, honestly.
My expectations are like, I feel like it's gonna be like, I don't think I would ever like eat it by choice.
Ooh!
I don't know, you can't really taste the peach ring because like the hot sauce is just like, overcoming it, and like hot and like gummy is like not a good combo to me.
I agree. Bro, it like burns to like exhale. Alright, what's your Don't Yuck My Yum?
I like eggs and ketchup.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty common. I've heard of this one before, but I haven't tried it myself yet, so.
I think I maybe tried it when I was younger, but
Okay.
not recently.
I feel like I'm not eating eggs.
Nice and cool, very different from hot sauce. This would get a yum, actually.
Yeah, I'll give it a yum.
Don't yuck my yum.
Peanuts and Coca-Cola.
Like you dip the peanuts in the Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the school vending machine was out of Coke, so we got Dr. Pepper, but it's like pretty much the same.
Yeah. It just tastes like a peanut. I can't taste the soda.
This is low-key good, but I think it's just because like these are good. They have like a seasoning on them. It's like, yeah.
Thanks for all your recommendations.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. That peach ring sure looks spicy.
Now it is time for sports.
With Dion Lang and Nora Kaler.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation. I'm Dion Lang.
And I'm Nora Kaler, with both of us here to bring you sports scores from across the school.
Starting off strong with boys lacrosse. The boys took on Chanhassen last Friday and demolished them 11-3. Great job, boys. Now let's run on out over to the girls.
The girls lacrosse team secured a 13-11 win against Blake last Thursday. Great job, girls. They will take on Chanhassen tomorrow night. Best of luck, ladies. Let's pitch it on over to boys baseball.
Boom! The boys baseball team had a close game against Prior Lake, unfortunately losing with a final score of 2-3. Go get them next time, boys.
On the flip side, the girls softball team came out with a 7-5 win against Prior Lake last Friday. They play next tonight taking on Chanhassen. Go get them, girls.
The Eden Prairie Quiz Bowl A team finished in a tie for 97th out of 336 teams for the first time in 6 years.
And the Quiz Bowl B team finished in 195th, coming only one win short of a playoff bid. Congratulations to everyone who participated.
That's all from us today. If your team score is not featured today and you would like to be, please DM us on our Twitter or Instagram at ENN Eagles. That's all for me today. Now let's head back on over to Ava and Nadia.
Thanks, guys. I'm Ava Chikre.
And I'm Adia Pandey. For all of us here at Eagle News Network, thank you for watching and have a great rest of your week.
No.